So hello friends, welcome back to our channel with this new video, which is part 10 alter tables. So friends, in this 30 days challenge, we are going to see how we can use this SQL to earn money. Today we are going to cover this topic, which is alter table part 10. So within this topic, we are going to see how we can add, modify, rename and drop columns. So I'm going to tell you the roadmap which you can follow to earn money using SQLs. Okay, and how we can do it? Let's move forward and see. I want to tell you that because it's very easy to start, required in data analytics, data engineering, software developers, freelancing opportunities, and it can lead you to high paying career jobs. So we are going to see, right, how the practical use cases of this, right? Not only in theoretical, but we are going to see the practical use cases as well as how you can earn the money. I'm going to show you the exact roadmap that you can follow. Okay, so now move forward. So, guys, see, these are the freelancing opportunities which are available using SQL. So, in this video and my previous video also, like I mentioned, how you can go and explore these websites like Fiverr, Upwork, and Freelancer.com. So, there are numerous websites which provide these freelancing opportunities. You can pick any of the use case and you can post your gig there. So, whatever the customer, right, who have need of that particular gigs, they will come to you, they will post whatever the amount that you can pay and you can post your amount that you can get. Okay, so on the mutual understanding you can get some projects on this website. So you can go through the previous videos. There I mentioned in details. Okay, so you can get some idea from there. So now move forward and come to our main topic, which is alter tables. These are the learning objectives which we are going to cover today. So like basic thing is like understand alter table, then add columns, modify columns, rename columns, drop columns, and rename tables. So yeah. So what is alter table? Why do we use it? So what alter table does, it modifies an existing table structure. For example, if you want to add an email column, right? If you want to increase name size, for example, if you have a column name, if you want to increase the size of the name, okay, and if you want to remove some unwanted columns, so that purpose you can use this alter table command. Okay, so and why it is required, like why, what is the use case of this particular thing, why we are discussing this is because, see, in our like if you're going, if you are working as a software engineer, or like if in any like any of the use cases, you might know that these requirements, right, changes very frequently. Like so the customer asks like, I want this column. Okay, later he want like, no, I want to change this particular size of this particular column or something like that. So we need, as a developer, right, we need to do those changes. So that is why we are going to use this alter table column command. Okay, so, and what is this important thing here is, it modifies the table without deleting the existing data. So, for example, if you have a table, right, if you want to modify something there inside the table, so you can use this alter command and it will not delete any existing data there. Okay. So now let's move forward and see. So now we are going to see some practical examples of this. So we are going to create one table. Okay, so this is the table structure. First, we are going to create. You must be familiar with this. We have done this a lot of times, right? So create table employees uh, alter test. Okay, let's yeah, let give it a meaningful name. Okay, create table employees alter text. Okay, so this is the table name that we are going to create. So we are executing this, and this table is created in this DB, right? Company DB demo. So now what we are going to do here is, now this is done. The second step is, now we are going to insert some values in this table that we have created. So see, we just pasted the query here. If you want that PPT, do mention in the comment section that you want that PPT for help. So like that PPT is very useful and helpful. So if you want it, you can comment in the comment section. I will provide that. Okay, I will provide the link of that that PPT, right? You can go there and you can download the PPT from there, or you can copy the content from there. So yeah, here if you see this create table, that table name we have given is employee elder test. So the same table name we need to provide here, because we have other tables also in our database with the same name. So let's we have given this is a meaningful a different name, right? So we need to make sure this table name is correct. Okay, now we need to insert some values here. Okay, so once we run this insert query, we got data in our table. Okay, now see, so now if you want what is the data in our table, you can simply write the select query, select asterisk from this table, which is employee elder test. Fine. If you have any doubt, please comment in the comment section. Okay, so as you can see here, we have this employee ID, name, department, right? So employee IDs are like one, name is John, and department is IT. So as of now, we have inserted only 3 records, right? It's up to you how many record you can enter. Okay, now, so this is the structure that we are getting, right? See, employee ID, John, IT. Okay, and in the similarly, now moving forward, so see, now we are going to see the use of this alter command. So example one, we are going to add a column, right? So add column, what column we are going to add here is email, right? So as you can see in our table, right, there is no email column, right? So this we are going to add. So what is the syntax here? So syntax, see, we are going to see how the syntax is written first. So syntax keyword alter table, and this is the table name which you are working on, right? Which in which we are going to add that column. So this is the table name, and then we have this add keyword, and after that this is a column name that you want to give for that column. Whatever the new column that you want to add, you have to give that column name here, and this is the data type. What is the data type of that particular column? So if you see below in the example, we have this alter table and this table name, and then we have this add, and this is the column name, right? Email is the column name, and this is the data type of that column. So we need to copy this entire script and just go back to our SSMS, paste that query here. So alter table, see, now this employee, right? Our table is this one currently we are working on, right? So we need to give the correct table name, alter table, employee, elder test. Then we have this add, our column name, email, and the data of the column, right? So once we add this, right, well, once we execute this query, this command completed successfully. And now if we run our this select query, right, on this table, then see now we have got the email column here, but the values are null because we have not inserted any values here. I guess like you are okay till here. If you have still any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. Okay, I will try to reply it as soon as possible and make it out clear. Okay, so now we are clear till here. So now let's move forward. So what it is doing, it is adding a new email column, right? So we saw this result set, right? After running that select query. Now, so now here, if you want to add, right? So since we have added a new column, right? We have added a new column, but we don't have any value, right? We don't have an email ID. So now we want to insert an email ID there, right? So what we can do here is we already have data, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to run an update query. Okay. So update our table name. Okay. So our table name is this, what we have given. So update this table name, set email, right? Set email is equals to john@gmail.com, where employee ID is equals to 1. So we are specifically mentioning, right? For the employee ID 1, I want to update that email is equals to this. Okay. So once we run this update query, see, one row affected. Now, if we are going to run select query on this table, right, then what we will get? For the first employee ID, right, we are going to get this email that is john@gmail.com. So this is how you can insert, or I can say like a specific, like we can update the email, okay, in the existing data in our table, right? If you don't have any like, for example, if the email is null here, so what we can do, you can like run an update query for the given employee ID. And what happens like if here we don't provide any employee ID, right? If you are going to run this query only, update employee alter test set email equals to this. If you are not explicitly giving any employee ID, then what will happen? It will update the email ID for all these employees, right? But as of now, and as a based on our use cases, we want it only for one employee, so we did right using this where clause. Okay, fine. Now this update email address, this we have seen. Now what we are going to do is, see this syntax, right? So alter table, table name, alter column name, data type. Now what we are going to do, we are going to manipulate an existing column, right? And what we are going to do is, we are going to change the structure of this column. Okay. So at alter table employees, alter column name. Okay. So what we are going to do here is, now we are going to alter our name column. So if you can see in the table, right, what we have defined is, we have a table, right? In this name column is there, right? So name column having data type varchar and size is 50. But like see, for example, if there is an employee, right, whose name is more than this 50 characters, then what will happen? Whenever you are going to insert a value greater than 50 characters, it is going to truncate it, right? So his name or his or she's name will not inserted full, right? So in that case, if any scenario comes like that, so we wanted, right, we wanted that size of that particular name column to be increased from 50 to 100 of varchar. So we are going to run this query, which is alter table. Okay, instead of this employee alter, instead of this employee, we are going to put our table name alter table, the table name alter column. So we are altering the existing column, right? Which column? Column name is name. And what we are going to alter? We are going to change the size, right? Varchar of 100 instead of what was earlier was 50, right? So once we run this query, right? So see, command completed successfully. Now, so this you won't get it here. Okay. So here the result set is going to same, but the only thing we have changed the structure of that particular table, right? So that response you won't get it here, but yes, what we can do to check this, like if you have a name, okay, greater than 50 character, if you are going to insert it, okay, then it will take that name completely. And before that, what was happening? If you are going to insert a name which is greater than 50 characters, so it will truncate that name up to 50 character and then it will insert. So this is a difference. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. So increase name length, which we saw now. Now we have this drop column. So what happens is, in drop, alter table, table name, drop column, column name. So similarly, how we saw previous thing. Okay, here only we have like same, almost same. This query like alter table or table name, then we are dropping. Okay, which column? So this column name that we have to mention. Okay, so what it will do? It will drop that particular column. So we have 4 columns as of now, right? So what we are doing, alter table employees. So but our table name is this, so we are copying this table here. So alter table, table name, drop, right? We are dropping a table. Which table? Column name is department. So we have this department column, right? So once we run this query, our command is executed successfully. And now if we run this select query, right, this one, so you will see that that department column is nowhere now, right? So this is the advantage, right? You can manipulate with the structure of the table, right? You can add a column, you can drop a column, you can change the like data size, data type, size of a particular column, right? So that is why like this command is very useful. Okay, and it has very much usage in our day-to-day life as a software engineer. Okay, now, so this is the result that we have seen now, right? We don't have that thing now, that column. Now the topic is next, the example. If you want to rename that table name, right? So renaming a table, right? It is not very like if we see the practical complexity of this, right? So like if a table is already existing, right? And if you are going to uh change the table name, see what practical difficulties you are facing, right? So if that table is old, which and lot of SPs and lot of things are running on the table, you cannot simply change that table name, right? Although that query is very syntax, you can go and right now we will see like how we can create how we can change the table name. But I am telling you in the practical examples as a software developer, when you are working, right, you cannot simply go there and change the table name. Although you can do, but the further consequences, right, we always need to make sure like we need to done the impact analysis, okay, where that table is being used, if you're going to change that table name, what and all dependencies are there on the table, right? So because if a table is used in somewhere else also, if you change the table name here, right, so it will still look for that old table name, right, and it won't get it. So somewhere somehow it's going to break the system, right? So before changing that table name in our production thing or in a running application, I am telling you this example, right, you cannot directly go and change the table name. You need to first do the impact analysis using a tool which is called impact analysis, to finding the impact on code, tables, structures, and all these things, interfaces and jobs. A lot of things are there. We can cover those things in a separate video, I guess, because if I'm going to cover those things here, the video is going to be quite very long. So just for example, I'm telling you, if you have also seen these kind of similar things, you can comment that in the comment section. Okay. Now, so see, this is the syntax. So how you can do it here, I will show you. So now we have this rename. Okay, fine. So this is for renaming the table. So our table name is employees alter test. So we will put the old table name here instead of employees, and our new table, right, we will put it here, employee master. For example, like our old table name is employees alter test, which is the correct. This is our old table name, and we want to change the table name to employees master. So we will execute this query. So see, it is giving one warning, right? Caution: changing any part of an object name could break scripts and store procedures. See, this is what I'm telling you, right? So if you're going to change, right, any table name, so a lot of store procedures are using that, might be a lot of store procedures are using that table name, right? So it is going to break the entire system, right? So that is why I always make sure, okay, if it is required, then only do it. And if you're doing still, first check the impact. Now we need to connect our DB. So I just want to refresh and show you that we have changed the table, right? So we are using this company DB demo, right? This database, and there, if you see the table now, so the table now is this DB employee master. See, earlier it was employee alter test. Now it is DBO employee master because we have changed the table name. Now, and now if you are going to run this select query on previous table, let's see what's happened. See, invalid object name, employees alter test, because this table no more exists, right? Because we have changed this table name, right, to this employee master. Now, if you run that select query based on new table that we have changed to this, then we will get the see, now we are getting this, right? Whatever we have done. So this is how you can do it. If you have still any doubt, do let us know in the comment section. Now, yes, now moving forward. So these are the important notes. Okay. So guys, like before coming to this topic, if you like this video, if you like the content, okay, so please do like and subscribe this video and share with your friends. Okay. And because a lot of effort goes in preparing this kind of videos and like sharing with you guys, so please support. And whenever you are doing this kind of stuff, like always take the backup, check the dependencies. As I mentioned, the impact analysis that you have to do, alter changes structure, you must be aware about this. Like if you're going to run this alter query, then it is going to change the structure. Okay, and if you're running the update query also, it is going to change the data, right? So this is the difference between this alter and update also. Alter is going to change the structure and update is going to change the data inside that table, right? And the common mistakes, if you're running this query, alter table employees modify salary end. So the correct way how we can write is alter table, table name, alter column name. Column name is salary and data type is int. Okay. So this is the correct way that you have to write. Okay. So these are the practice questions that you can use to practice on this topic. So like adding an email column, increasing the name size, drop email, okay, rename student table, and add mobile number. So you can end in this table, correct? So now some interview questions which are very important. What is alter table? What are difference between the alter and the update? Can alter table remove data? Okay, you can check this, right? Can we rename columns? So can we rename the columns also? Yes, we can rename columns. How you can do it? You can check that. Okay. So summary, we have covered this alter table. Okay. On add columns, modify columns, okay, rename columns, delete columns, and rename tables. So we have covered these topics. If you have any doubt, you can reach out to us in our email section or either in the comment section of this video. Okay. Please support us. Please like and subscribe and share with your friends.